Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up, man! Be quiet,
What was that?
fucker.
Brings me back to
Ooh.
those domination days that I had with that girl.
Shut up! Get down! Shut up!
Shut the fuck up! Take this dick! It's like you were there.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it was like.
I never imagined it, but if I did,
Take this dick and shut the fuck up!
if I did, that's what I would imagine it would have happened. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
your exquisite storytelling really sets the story also, where I know every detail, even if I don't want to.
Yeah, and the beauty of that is that as creepy as I may have felt for a split second, that all went away when she just got into it. You know what I mean? All goes away.
So as soon as she has a vagina,
Yeah,
you get to touch and stick your thing in.
Yeah, okay.
You don't really care. You know what I mean? All the rational thought goes out the window, and there we are.
Sorry, I'll take the dick. That's kind of what it was.
She said?
Oh yeah,
She said
I'll take
sorry.
the dick. I'm sorry because I said shut up.
Shut up!
I'll take the dick. Give me the dick.
Is that really how it went?
Oh yeah, it's exactly.
In the
how.
elevator?
Outside the elevator.
Ah.
I ran down the stairs when she popped out of the elevator is when I grabbed her.
Oh, see, I thought you had like a Mallrats moment where you stopped the elevator and fucked.
No.
Went back
she
up.
popped out. I was down the stairs waiting for her.
Got your Ben Affleck on?
Yeah,
you know?
she thought I was going to come down the elevator after her. Instead, I hauled ass down the stairs. As soon as that elevator door popped open, she was fucking abducted.
You're abducted. And that was my third rape. Oh, you had the count. I saw you. That's what people do when they raise their eyes. They're counting.
Yeah, but it was play rape. It was play rape.
You were counting your rapes.
It was play rape.
See, you're fact checking me. Was she really my third?
It was play rape.
Well, that's fine. But I mean, you looked up in the air that you were going through rapes in your mind, and you're counting them out.
No, what I thought is, were there two others?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Were there?
I don't think so.
Liar. There was that one girl
That
you
was
banged
pure
like she was
fantasy.
passed out, or she
That
was
was
blindfolded
fat
or
life.
whatever.
I didn't bang her.
You licked her pussy?
No.
Sexual assault.
No, didn't do anything. Didn't touch her.
You looked at it.
I looked at it.
Ah, sexual assault.
Is that sexual assault?
I think so.
No.
That is the sum.
I don't think by any stretch of the
It is the sum.
imagination.
You know who it
that's assault.
isn't? To the great American patriot that we are celebrating today. All right?
Okay? Talk to me.
This guy really sets the mood for politics in this country. You know what I mean? And he decides what's right or wrong. And he took a strong stand a while back against Bud Light. But last night, the great American patriot cracked one open, and we can drink Bud Light again, boys and girls! Yeah! We took it back, man!
You didn't tell him who did it.
Kid Rock!
Kid Rock!
Kid Rock was caught drinking Bud Lights again last night, and now it is good. We can drink Bud Lights again without being called gay slurs.
And we're doing it.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm drinking all sorts of Bud Light. I usually don't, but this is a celebration.
It is. We'll be drinking Bud Light with you. As a matter of fact, when you watch this or listen to it, crack one open.
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Bud Light and and Dylan Mulvaney. Whatever the name is. That also is she also brings you this episode, whether she likes it or not. She's sponsoring this episode, and this Bud Light's for you and Kid Rock. We can share. Hey, still, fuck you, Travis Tritt. You still suck.
Yeah, I was never off the Bud Light. I mean, Bud Light's not my brand, but I never boycotted it.
Why wouldn't?
Why would you?
You're not fucking an imbecile.
I know.
Why would you fucking boycott it? That was what retarded people did. But we never quite boycotted or anything, but I didn't drink Bud Light the whole time. But here's the dirty truth of that. I haven't drank a beer probably since that controversy has happened. So this is probably the first beer I've had. But make sure it's a Bud Light for Dylan.
You know what
Anyway, is Dylan a boy or girl? I don't even know how long it went.
Male to female.
Male to female? Dylan's kind of a...
He's a girl. Or she's a girl.
She's a girl. Dylan's kind of a guy name, though, right?
Not if you spell it D.
No. But
D-Y.
no. If we're gonna do switches, we're gonna do a fair split. We're getting a girl name. I'm upset now. Maybe I need to throw this Bud Light out. The more I think about it, I think Kid Rock might have had a point. Not because the guy became a girl, or the girl was always a girl and now identifies as a girl. Whatever you want to go through that little tunnel of words. The problem I have, if you're gonna go dude to not dude, pick a not dude name. Dylan can go dude. It's mostly dude. I'm giving most Dylans are dudes.
What if you picked...
Dylan's a dude name.
What if you picked Lee? That's a very cross the lines name.
Yeah, that is. I wouldn't be happy with that either. We need full fucking girl names. And now I know there's some Lindsays and some Stacys out there that are dudes, but we still look at those as girl names. I wouldn't argue that.
Lindsay, I definitely do.
Yeah, I do Stacy too. I look at Stacy as a girl name. So if you were to go with the Lindsay or Stacy, I'd be fine with that. That can go both ways. But Dylan is a dude name. Now, I know there are some girl Dylans, but Dylan is a dude name. Let's knock it off, all right?
But what?
It's like I'm becoming a girl. What's your name, Todd? No, that's not.
What the fuck do you think happened with that actress, Jennifer Jason Leigh?
I think she got thrown away for having too many names.
But her middle name is Jason.
Now, what happened to Jennifer Jason Leigh is she wasn't super attractive.
She wasn't ugly.
No, she wasn't ugly.
No.
But she wasn't like drop down gorgeous.
She's still making good movies. She made that Hateful Eight with Kurt Russell and the Quentin Tarantino
Well, that's
movie.
what I mean. She's out there doing real actress roles. And let's admit it, there's not many of those. So she's either going to play a mom, an aunt, or something like that.
Or, no, she plays a good crazy.
Oh, that's what she got famous for, was the crazy. What was she? Was she the hand that rocks the cradle? Or
no, she was a single white female.
There was a batch of 3 there. You had single white female.
She was also in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Can't forget that.
Yeah, that's for you olders. But there was a batch of them with single white female, Hand That Rocks the Cradle, and Cape Fear. We're all kind of like the same sort of theme. Cape Fear was a little bit different, but either way, they all came out around the same time.
Yeah,
so
but the single white female was extra creepy when she did her hair the same.
Which one did they boil the rabbit, though? They microwave the rabbit? That might have been the Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
No, that was...
the rabbit boiling was good. All right, whoever boiled the rabbit,
goddamn, it was
shout out
Michael
to you.
Douglas and Glenn Close.
Not important. Let's move the fuck on.
Where he cheated on his wife. And
let's move the fuck on.
Let's do that.
Bengals suck in the preseason, but I don't count.
Hey, they tied yesterday.
Yeah, tied.
Or 2 days ago. And the thing about it is, it was beautiful for me. They did suck. I will say they did suck in the preseason because 90% of the starting D played the first quarter, and they ran straight down the field on them. Now, I know that Atlanta played their starting offense, but to think that the starting offense for the Falcons can just run all over us. Now, we didn't give up the touchdown because, during preseason, you go for it on fourth no matter where the fuck you are.
Mm-hmm.
But our D didn't look great in that game.
No, not at all. But whatever. It was one. They didn't let anybody score either, so you got to look at it like that. And you're going to be vanilla as fucking. That's the thing with our defense is the reason why the Bengals are good on defense is Lou
Anarumo.
Yeah, that motherfucker. He's out there coming up with these brilliant schemes and stuff to stop people. In the preseason, you don't do that. Yeah. You don't scheme to stop. You keep everything very vanilla. You're doing your
scrimmage.
basic. Yeah, you're doing your basic 3-4, 4-3, 5-2, whatever lineup. But you're not really going into the deep blitzes and the disguised looks and such like that.
You're not getting anybody hurt, and you're not giving away anything.
You're practicing your one-on-ones and shit like that. Yeah. And because the end result don't fucking matter. And it's really just guys, for the most part, fighting for their second job, or the first guy's just getting the rhythm and getting used to hitting somebody that isn't their friend or teammate.
Right.
So...
it seems in this preseason
I've
seen a lot of fights on the field between teammates. A couple different teams.
Every year that happens.
Yeah,
it's
really
because I don't know if they did that forever. Like, have they always done these inter-team scrimmages that they do before the games?
Yeah.
Have they done it forever?
Yeah, they've done it for many years.
For many years. There's always good fights, though. That's part of my favorite thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. So let's get into football a little bit. It's coming. It's really fucking close.
Football's here.
Really
if you
excited.
don't like this, skip 15 minutes and stick a spoon up your ass and go fuck yourself, because I enjoy football.
I'm so excited about it, and I'm looking at the draft. I'm doing mock draft after mock draft, and they're all looking pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
Until I talked to fucking dumbass Harry guy last night.
Why would you talk to dumbass Harry guy?
I was his box.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of forced to talk to him.
And I love Harry guy. He's my guy.
You were on the game last night with almost all guys in our fantasy league. And not only all guys in our fantasy league, but maybe the 3 biggest know-it-alls in the fantasy league with Brandon, Nick, and Harry guy.
Yeah. I was.
And everybody in fantasy football knows those know-it-alls are really cool.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, if one of those guys says
by the way, they
things,
never win.
One of those guys, no, defending champion is right here.
Yeah, and the champion before that was me. So the only champions are sitting right here in front of you. These other fucks that know it all are 5th, 6th place.
So Harry guy says, if I get the first pick, I'm taking B. John Robinson.
Okay.
Great player. I think he's got tons of potential.
That's one of those things that someone wants to try.
But first,
yeah,
are you out of your fucking mind?
But that's the thing. Is someone like Harry guy or any of these dorks that really they really in the know. What they really want to do is they want to pick someone that has that outside chance of being a monster. You know what I mean? And if they do become that monster, they can be the only one that knew. I knew. And it's all about that I knew for them. It's not about winning or anything else. They're just taking a chance. Yeah, but no one's going to go draft him number one.
Harry Guy.
But think about it. If he goes number one and then he actually performs like a number one, Harry Guy has the ultimate, I'm the best, look at me.
He does.
But the truth is, he just took a shot in the dark and kind of got lucky. It's not going to happen 9 out of 10 times, and most people are going to forget about it by next year when we're not going to make fun of him. But not us. We're going to remember that you're a fucking idiot for years.
You know, preseason I don't look at at all. I don't pay much attention to it. But if I did, I'd say Cleveland's defense looks pretty fucking tough.
Yeah, Brad, again, I don't care about that. Cleveland's going to suck. Cleveland's third place.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe fourth.
My whole question is...
Them and the Steelers fighting out for the bottom spot.
Well, Harry Guy and I had a talk. He took NFC North. I think he took fucking... I don't remember who took the win. It wasn't the Vikings and it wasn't the Packers or the Lions. It was the other one. But anyway, the Bears. He took the Bears.
The Bears? To win the North?
The North, yeah. Now
he's an idiot.
I
does
said
he just
I'd like
odds?
to see... I guess.
Mm.
I told him I'd like to see Green Bay for Hat Munson, but that's not going to happen. They're going to be terrible. Jordan Love's awful. I don't care what anybody says.
It's the Vikings division to lose.
I agree.
The Vikings are not a bad team, and they didn't really lose much. I mean, they'd lost Dalvin Cook, I guess. But
that's much.
Yeah, I guess, but he's hurt a lot and stuff. I don't know. Their strength really wasn't Dalvin Cook. It was more Jefferson and the receivers and underrated Kirk Cousins.
And always underrated or overrated Kirk Cousins.
No, he's underrated, dude. If you look at that dude's stats, he's up there in the top 10 every year for years and years and years. But people never give him, you'll talk about your Lamar Jacksons and these flash players over and over and over again. But if you look at the stats consistently, Kirk Cousins is always up there.
Kirk Cousins always got the props up until about 5 years ago. He got props as being a great quarterback. And then he just couldn't take it over that
I would say he's
line.
Great. He's just a really good quarterback. There's only 3 or 4 great quarterbacks per season, but he's a really good quarterback. Yeah, I think he's underrated. I think you can win with Kirk Cousins if you build a good team around him. Is he going to win a Super Bowl? I don't know. He can with a great defense or something.
Yeah.
But you can win. You're going to win that division with him. He's going to be better than fucking what's his nuts out of Ohio State and Chicago.
Justin Fields.
Yeah, Fields is. He's going to run the ball a lot. He's going to have those flashy plays. But in the end, he's not going to get you a lot of wins.
No.
All right. And then Green Bay, like you said, is a shit show. And who else is in that division?
Detroit.
Well, Detroit could come up. Detroit is on the rise. It is between the Vikings and Detroit, I guess.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit. Who's the odds-on favorite in that division?
I believe it's Detroit.
Yeah, they probably should be. I forgot they even existed. And especially without Dalvin Cook. So they do lose a little bit. I never did believe in that backup they have. I don't know why they decided to go with him. I've heard Kareem Hunt kicked around to maybe go there. That might be a good addition.
Mattingly, what's his name?
Madison, I believe.
Madison, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's all right, but I don't think he's Dalvin Cook.
Well, Detroit lost Swift, but they...
Why did Dalvin Cook leave? What was the deal there? I forget.
Don't know.
Yeah, because he signed a new contract, and he's getting, I think, $7 to $9 million or something like that. A decent amount of money, but if I remember right, he was going to be paid even more in Minnesota. Is he taking less to do a one-year deal somewhere? I don't really understand what's going on. I think he might have been one of those dudes that's just trying to take a stand for running backs.
I think that maybe he saw the writing on the wall that they really want that job eventually to go to Madison.
Well, they want to get rid of his contract.
Yeah.
I think more and more teams are just
but
starting
he
not
went
to pay
over
for
to the
backs.
Jets, who got more than one running back. They got a lot of running backs.
Well, they got rookies, too. He only signed a one-year deal.
Yeah.
I think he's hoping to catch lightning in the bottle with Aaron Rodgers there. Maybe get a Super Bowl. If not, at least build his resume up to get a nice long-term contract to end out his career or something like that.
Well, at very minimum,
I wish him luck.
The Jets will be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because I've said for the last 20 years, and I'll still say it, I still say Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest that ever played the game.
Of course.
And he's still got the fucking skill. I mean, he can still do it.
Yeah.
He's fucking weirdo.
He's not that weird. I mean, just because he likes hanging out in the dark and eating mushrooms, I think he's weird. I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah, but did you see his haircut last interview?
No.
The worst, man.
What kind of haircuts he got?
Shaved, like bald on the side and like long stringy on top. Awful.
Yeah.
Tried to comb it back. And pure hillbilly. Looks like he does it himself.
He can do whatever he wants, though, because he's Aaron Rodgers.
I agree.
Yeah, they think he's at that point in his life and his career. He just doesn't give a
Doesn't
fuck.
Does he go out with Dana Patrick, married to her?
Nah, he was. I
Not
think
anymore.
they've been broken for a while. He's went through a couple smoke shows.
So, Harry Guy's next dumb statement of the night. Let's talk about it.
All right, dumbass.
Mike Evans is one of the top 10 receivers in the game of football.
Right now.
That's what he said, right now.
Maybe if you give him a better quarterback, he's not that with Baker Mayfield.
That's a fact. But still, we went through literally everybody's number one with several of us and said, who would you take, Mike Evans or this guy? He wasn't close.
No.
Now, Mike Evans is a great receiver, but every year the numbers go down. And now he's got Baker. So is he top 10? Fuck no, he's not.
The worst thing that ever happened to Harry Guy was he won our Pick'em League thing last year.
Yeah.
Because he got the biggest head. Now, we know he all went to he went to that website, whatever it's called, like covers.com or whatever the fuck it is. And he
NFLstars.com.
he just picked every single thing that somebody else picked.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually Harry Guy's win. It was some fucking dorky journalist that studies this full time.
That Harry Guy paid $19 a week.
Yeah. He probably paid $6 a week
Yeah.
to join his fucking Patreon or some stupid shit and won our fantasy thing. But let's admit it, dude. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you're going to get your ass kicked this year in fantasy football.
And I'm glad. I'm glad he's here because I just want to hear what excuses he come up with. His excuses?
He was too focused on darts that night.
You sure it wasn't pussy?
Harry Guy don't get no puss.
No, he gets no pussy.
Silly virgin.
You don't get any.
You loser.
But speaking of football, our fantasy draft is next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
I will be defending the title.
You're defending the title, and right now, let's run down. This is what we do not every year. We've done it last year, and this is our new little tradition. Now, last year we used horses. This year we are not using horses.
We're using running backs.
Because I couldn't find them on short notice. But some kind of race thing is going to happen now. And for you loyal listeners, go fuck yourself. Maybe hit that button, the 30-second.
Go take a shit or something?
Yeah, the 30-second fast forward button a few times. Because you don't give a shit and you can't see this. But we will be announcing it. So
if you're looking for something else to do for the next 30 seconds, I think if you go to a Facebook Live, you'll see Bob Sullivan doing Wipeout. Go check that out.
Oh, dude, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, all right. Well, until then, let's see what we're up to. All right, so this little race will determine the draft order of our fantasy league, the Never Trust a Fart Fantasy League. I am a one-year champion. Right next to me is Christopher. He is a one-year champion. He is a co-champion last year with some guy that has an awful name. Awful name, and I won't beep it out because I'm saying it in context. He calls himself Fag Capital, people. What the hell?
He's a hater.
He's a hater.
Don't pull for a guy like that.
Yeah, we got to root against that fella. Right, Dylan? All right, here we go.
And they're off.
2, 3. I don't know if this has sound or not.
Joe Dog with a lead. Joe Dog with the lead. All right, I'm going to read it to you. Joe Dog. Ooh, here comes Fresh Legs. Fresh Legs taking over the lead. Up on the top, Hope Solo's butthole is fighting for the edge. Joe Dog opens up a 5-yard lead.
I do not want it. I do not want number 1. I am Hope Solo's butthole.
Here comes F
doll
Capital.
hands, Nathan. Nathan with the small hands takes over the lead. Small hands, quick legs. That's what they say. Joe Dog's coming up. Joe coming. Oh, Fresh Legs. He got those fresh legs. He's been saving him. He's coming to the front.
Dead Sexy, get that fridge off your back. Get moving.
Dead Sexy needs to drop the meat. Oh, Monster's coming up.
Never. Monstars.
The Monstars. I always say it wrong.
Still got Fresh Legs in the lead.
Fresh Guy.
And here comes Hairy Guy.
Hairy Guy almost coming. Oh.
Hairy Guy is going after the lead for Fresh Legs. Fresh Legs and Joe Dog. Fresh Legs
Kenny
and Joe Dog.
Kenny Loggins coming up in the back. Oh, Joe Dog going. Hope Solo's butthole coming on the lead at the very last second.
Here comes Hope Solo's butthole.
Oh, fuck. No. Stop at the line. Stop at the line.
Hope Solo's butthole gets the number 1 pick.
I hate the number 1, dude.
Hairy Guy with the number 2.
Oh, maybe. Yes, Hairy Guy number 2. The Leprechaun number 3. Nick Marchetti here, number 3 pick. Kenny Loggins is 4th. Joe Dog number 5. Doll Hands Nathan number 6. Fresh Legs Gary at number 7. I Eat Butt number 8 pick. Monstars number 9. The Dirty Russians number 10. What can't see down here? Who was number 11?
Dead Sexy is 11.
Dead Sexy 11.
And F Capital rounds it out with the last pick.
Capital. He's going to pick last. I'm picking first. I'm up for trade. All right, guys. That is the race that ends the season.
You know
By
what?
ends, I mean starts.
I'm not unhappy with 8.
You're not unhappy?
No, I don't have to wait 24 picks till I get the next
hate
one like
one.
you. Yeah.
Well, the good part about 1 for me
Is you're getting Jefferson.
is that I'm going to set up. No. I'm definitely taking Nick Chubb just to piss off Fresh Legs.
Oh, you're going to piss off Harry.
Now, I don't know who I'm going to get with number 1. I really don't.
I love Chubb.
You said Jefferson? That would be your number 1 pick?
I think it would have to be.
Really? I don't think that's the number 1 pick. That's everybody's
In every
going
mock
with.
draft I do, it's Jefferson 1, McCaffrey, or Chase 2, and vice versa 3.
All right. Well, either way.
Or Austin Eckler is in every.
I think I
number
see.
4.
I think Harry Guy will hop on him for number 3.
Who?
Robinson.
He might,
He'll hop
but
on
he also
Robinson, right?
really talked about Chubb. He really wants Chubb.
Oh man, I don't know.
But the dumb fuck also said if he was 9 or 10, he'd take Kelsey as his first pick.
He's an idiot, man. It is whatever. Fuck Harry Guy. But let's move on from football. Let's make this podcast a little bit more interesting to people that don't give a fuck about
It's
any of
brought
that.
to you from Bud Light.
All right, brought to you from Bud Light. Thank you, Kid Rock, for freeing us all. I've been waiting, man. I've been waiting for you to just give me the nod, kid. Come on. His name's Bob. Give me the nod, Bob.
His name is Bob.
Yeah, Kid Rock's name's Bob.
I think that's why he went with Kid Rock. I don't think Bob Rock.
Oh, Bob Rock was already used. Bob
was?
Rock is the famous producer of Metallica.
Bob Rock?
Yeah, Bob Rock.
And Bob
produced-
Rocky is our comedian buddy from...
Yeah, that's always what
From
Bob
Arizona.
Rocky reminds me of every time I hear that. I think of the producer. But yeah, Kid Rock, thank you, buddy. Let us know that me, you, and the girl over there with the wiener, we can all drink Bud Light together.
we can.
All right, that's all that matters.
I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about this one a lot. And ever since me and Matt started the Take Back Pervert thing.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that from no one but you.
What's wrong with the word cunt? I want to break it down.
I have no issue.
Women always say it's the worst word you can say. I disagree, and I don't find anything wrong with the word.
In fact, I think pussy is worse than cunt.
I think it's definitely sounds a little
grosser.
harsher
Yeah, it sounds grosser.
because cunt sounds like runt or punt.
It's a short word too. So
Stunt.
when I like as a man, when I'm describing a vagina as a cunt, because usually we're not using that word to describe the vagina.
We're describing a person, yeah.
Yeah, we're describing a person, and it's a bad connotation. I don't know why, but
Like hairy guy's a cunt.
I don't think of a cunt as a bad-looking pussy.
I
In
don't
fact,
either.
for whatever reason, in my mind, a cunt is a small pussy. Maybe because it's short of letters. There's only 4 letters. Where pussy, that's 5 letters. It's getting a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? That pussy's a little bit bigger than a cunt.
But I
when
think-
you got a cunt, it's always like a cute little cunt. Something like that. I don't think of it as
I'm
like.
with you.
When I start thinking of a bad pussy, I'm going with gash.
Gash,
You know
another
what I mean?
4-letter
Like,
one.
ugh. But
gash.
it sounds bad.
bloody. It sounds
Yeah.
messy.
Yeah,
I think
don't sound
gash
good.
should definitely be more offensive than cunt.
Yeah, gash is bad.
On top of the Take Back Pervert thing, I would like to be dragging cunt on a chain or something, bringing that with me. Because I'm not offended by that word, and I'm actually offended by people who are.
I just want to
Taking a stand.
drag cunt by a chain. I mean, outside of that, I don't really care. Just drag my cunt with a chain. I don't know if I'd put it over my back like
I would.
a sack. A sack of cunts just hanging out on my back, going on a long journey.
I
Hey,
would.
I'm a little tired. How about a little bit more cunt? That'll make me feel
Yes,
good.
here's some cunt
or,
for you.
Or do I drag it? Dragging a fucking big thing
All
of cunt.
Hey, Chris, what are you doing tonight? Oh, nothing. What about you? I just thought I'd come over and maybe you'd like to fuck me in the cunt.
It's a
I'm
weird
like-
thing to say, though.
I'm in, though.
Yeah, I'm in, but I mean, I don't know how I'd react to that.
I don't think anyone says it
It's aggressive.
pre-coitus,
Yeah.
but I think during. I've heard that word many times
Fuck my
during.
cunt.
Whose cunt is that?
Whose cunt is that? Oh, man.
And then you know what I say?
Mine.
It's mine.
My cunt.
I love that. I love
It's
dirty talk.
my
Dirty talk
cunt.
is really my hot button. The only problem is, girls, if there's any of you out there wanting to hook up with me, which there aren't, but if there were, don't talk too dirty too fast because I'll be done quick. I'll be out of the
What's
game.
funny is I like dirty talk. My girlfriend before my wife was into dirty talk, all right? And then when I first started dating my wife, a lot of times you go to the barrel, you know what I mean? You go to what you're most recent with. So I shot off one time some really nasty talk, and I remember just looking at me like, ew. you're fucking gross. Get off me. Like one of those that I realized right away, all right, well, this one's not
like
for the
until
dirty
you've
talk.
tested the waters, you really don't want to throw out of take it whore. You don't want to throw something like that out.
Turns a lot of those feminist types don't like that.
Yeah, whore, slut. Some like it.
Some do.
Start off mellow. If you're going to talk dirty, start off mellow with, you're a dirty girl. You're dirty girl. Ooh, dirty girl.
Let me squeeze your boobs.
And then what you're hoping for is her reaction of, I am a dirty girl. Fuck my pussy. And then game's on.
Gates open. As soon as
cunt.
Well, see, even cunt still is, you have to, like you said, because it's taken as such an offensive word, you still have to slide into that word.
No, see, I don't, because I think if I went from dirty girl and she brought fuck my pussy in, then she's opened the door for anything I want to throw at.
You know what I like about cunt, too? That's the white man's word.
Cunt?
If you act black guys, Brandon told me that the other day. He's like, "Now that's your guys' word." He's like, and he, if white people say it, no big deal. If a black person says it, apparently it's so much worse because they don't say it.
I know black women say coochie a lot.
Well, and I've noticed that black women, in my experience, I've not had experience with every black woman, obviously, but hey, I'm out there. All right, I'm free. Not really, not free, but Kid Rock says I'm free. Anyhow, my point is that I've noticed that black women are typically more offended when you call them a bitch than if you called them a cunt.
I heard that too.
All right, for whatever reason, I don't know why that is, but you hit them with the bitch, you're in trouble. You hit them with the cunt, they just kind of look at you confused. I guess because they're not used to ever being called that. You know what I mean?
Even in the dirty talk realm, they don't like bitch. I can say cunt, whore, slut, whatever. I say take it, bitch, and that's. Hey, you're being mean now.
Where you're trying to take cunt and pervert, I've been trying to do that with bitch for years. Now, I was raised on Ice Cube. All right? When I was in 2nd and 3rd grade, that's who was really educating me in life was Ice Cube and Ice-T. And they called women bitches. It's just what they... Sometimes it wasn't offensive. Hey there, bitch.
Eazy-E said a bitch is a bitch.
So I do it all the time with my female friends. Hey, you stupid bitch, get over here. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it in a joking way, and every single one of them take it in joking ways. And it's working, is all I'm saying. Now, if we all continue to do this, maybe we can work bitch to not really an offensive word, more of like a dude. You know what I mean? I say, hey, dude, hey, bitch.
Because now it's pretty common to call guys bitch. Oh, that fucking bitch over there.
You've always been able to do that. Another thing that I learned by the great Ice-T when I was in 3rd grade, a bitch is a bitch, is what he said.
No, actually, Eazy-E said that.
Okay, well, he did say that, but Ice Cube had a whole song, and I can't say the word because, unfortunately, we're not allowed saying the N-word. But the song is, some of y'all N-words are bitches, too. And that was the whole point of the song, was naming all the dudes that he knows that are bitches. All right, so I learned at a young age that guys are bitches, too.
Yeah, but Eazy-E wanted to throw said bitch in a ditch.
Well, Eazy-E never wrote any of his own lyrics, so we don't know whose idea that was.
Plus, he had AIDS.
Yeah, silly. Oh, dude, you noticed I got close. I caught myself mid-slur.
You're growing
Not
up,
that
man.
slur, guys. Not that slur. I wasn't going to use that slur.
No.
The other slur. The one towards the, I beeped out last week. That wasn't the N-word. I've never... See, that's the thing, and that's how you can tell that word is in my vocabulary. The faggot. That's in my vocabulary. I'm sorry, it is. I try not to. I'm trying to work it out of the vocabulary, but it is in there, so it slips up. Papa John, on the other hand, when he's fucking up and he said the N-word like 30 times or whatever he said, that's because that isn't his vocabulary. That's not a word I've ever used, so I never pop it out. I'm not randomly just going to pop that word out. Where I will pop out a faggot. So that tells you that, hey, I'm not racist, but I got some issues with...
I can't say that I've never used the word, but I can say I've never used it as an adult 30, 35 years.
I think I can literally say that I've never used it towards a black person. I have said the word as a child especially, and just as a edgy teen where you wouldn't call a black person that word per se, but I might call a parking meter, like some stupid shit.
Yeah.
But I never used it in the terms of, hey, you stupid.
No, see,
I
didn't, like I said, I grew up in a place where
you're not going to meet many.
weren't black people.
White people can lie all they want, but you're not going to meet.
I used the word when I was young. I don't anymore.
That's what I mean. You're not going to meet many, especially your age and even my age. You're not going to meet many that didn't use that word at some time in their, especially if they grew up in an all-white area in like elementary school or middle school and shit like that before you really had any experience with anything, especially back then, because when we were growing up, we didn't have the internet, we weren't all connected. Right. You were connected more than we were back in the 40s, or the fucking way time back.
Why'd you point at me when you said 40s for?
Well, I mean, you're the closest.
I wasn't a thought
You were
in the
close.
40s.
You might have been a thought. You don't think your dad was trying to get some pussy in the 40s? What year was he born?
Hold on a second. My dad was 36 when he had me.
What year was your dad born? That's all I'm asking.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I think he was 31, 32.
He was born in 32? So in the 40s, he was thinking about getting pussy. You were hanging out in his ball sack, and therefore you were a thought.
I could have been a thought.
You were a thought in the 40s. I wasn't even a thought. My dad was born in 56.
Was he?
Yeah, definitely not a thought.
No.
I was a thought in my grandpappy's ball sack. I guess you could go there. I wonder if my granddad loved puss.
Oh, doesn't everyone love
I don't know.
puss?
You don't really think of your grandparents, especially your grandpa out there just trying to get some puss. But I'm sure they all did, right?
I love it.
Yeah, of course you do. You're you.
You were going to say pervert.
I took it back.
Matt. And I'm trying to take it back.
Dude. I didn't throw it out.
That's the word you were thinking.
I almost said the F word earlier, but I'm fucking trying, guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
So anyway, guys, this week we have no emails. We need more emails.
We don't have any emails.
Got 3 last week.
We got some assholes. We got a. Doesn't that make you gay? Which one you want to do? Assholes or
Let's go into the. We can do asshole.
We'll do asshole first,
and then we'll jump into that one.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I've got a bad asshole. People are going to not like me.
Well, what's new? Hey, that didn't work.
Hey.
Oh. What?
Hey.
What do? You have to hit shift?
Asshole of the week. Asshole of the week. Well, just use the mouse, dude.
But I don't know the things. I have to find it. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, and it's not working.
Asshole of the week. Asshole of the week. Nothing like a little jump scare.
Guys, I didn't like that. Let's try it again. Let's see if it works better the second time. It didn't work at all. Dude, we got some problems.
Well, everybody knows what asshole of the week is.
Huh?
I'm going to be not liked for my asshole.
No, dude, I need it.
You need it. Asshole of the week. Asshole of the week.
God, that upset me.
Asshole of the week.
I don't like technical glitches, dude. They bum me out.
We have them every week.
I know, and I don't like it, all right?
I'm going to receive hate mail for my asshole of the week.
I'm going to do drugs.
But my asshole of the week is the 10-year-old catcher for the Cuban Little League baseball team.
Fuck you, 10-year-old. Not that way.
He's only 10. And I know you're going to say, hey, you're an asshole for even suggesting it, but he's an asshole. This fucking kid, this team was getting beat.
Now let's stop for 1 second before you get started on this. You have a 10-year-old, right? I have an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
They're assholes sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, so it's perfectly acceptable.
It's acceptable to call
you said it like an asshole.
I said it to call your own kid an asshole.
Oh, not anyone else's?
No, I mean, let's face it. If I was sitting in there with you and Carmen and Kane came down and said something, walked up, and I said, God, what a fucking asshole. I mean, you'd be pissed.
No, I wouldn't.
She would.
No.
No?
But most families, I do agree with you.
Well, anyway, this little fuck, and I'm going to say it. First of all, hey, good for you. You made it to Williamsport. You're in the Little League World Series. This little fucker cried and whined about every fucking pitch.
In the Little League World Series?
Yeah. Throws his hands up, looking at the umpire, shaking his fucking body, and these pitches were missing. The umpire actually called a pretty good game. And I'm sitting there going, you're not in Cuba right now. You're in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, in the fucking Little League World Series, where it's all supposed to be about sportsmanship and everything else, and he's whining and crying every fucking time he doesn't get a pitch. And let's give a fucking little tiny assistant asshole to the fucking coach that didn't tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Kid, you made a dick out of yourself. Every fucking pitch, even the ones 8 inches outside, you're going, and you are a fucking asshole. I don't care if you're 10. You're a 10-year-old asshole.
Nah, there's 10-year-old assholes.
You know, everybody else, hey, you hit some kid in the head with a ball, you fucking run up and you cool, man, I'm sorry, I didn't do that. But this little kid wants to bitch and cry, hey, those poor Cubans are getting discriminated against. Give us a call. Fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, fuck you, asshole.
I'm sorry about that, but it really pissed me off. It was every pitch.
No, I mean, you have a right to be pissed off there, I think.
I do, don't I?
Yeah, I believe so.
How about a little fucking sportsmanship? How about represent your country a little bit better than complaining about every single fucking pitch? And for those of you that want to see it, I'm sure he did in every game. It's against the game against Panama. Watch the Panama-Cuba game and watch this little kid fucking cry and whine every single fucking pitch. Asshole.
All right, well, I got an asshole too this week, and my asshole is this guy. Nice. I'm my own asshole this week. All right, so I'm out there Ubering, and I have this bad habit of doing this. All right, this is my second time of doing this. I'll explain the other time later, but so I'm Ubering. I'm driving. I pick up a guy at Kroger. Looked Mexican to me, but I didn't pay much attention. And he's going to Riverbend. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. All right. I'm thinking, well, first off, I ask him, I'm like, oh, who's playing at Riverbend tonight? And he goes, oh, O.A.R. And he said something else. And I really, as soon as I heard that name, I go, fuck, hippie bands. You know, I said, is that shitty hippie band? Is my exact word. And he just laughed and he goes, yeah, hippie band. Yeah, all right. And then we keep on driving. And then I realize it's 2:30. And I'm like, wait a minute, what time's this concert starts? And he's like, O.R.A. goes on at 7:30 at 9 o'clock.
O.A.R.
Did I say it wrong again?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm really good at this game. All right, so, and the Goo Goo Dolls go on after. I guess they're written for the Goo Goo Dolls. Oh, wow. Oh, that's weird, man. You going down there, you're partying? He's like, no, actually, I'm the guitarist for that shitty hippie band you're talking about.
He said that in those words?
Yes. But at that point, I'm like, I just started laughing, because what can you do?
I was talking about the Goo Goo Dolls.
No, I wasn't. And he knows I wasn't. And I just started laughing. I was like, dude, I was like, oh, you're the guitarist for O.A.R. That's fucking awesome, you know. And we're talking a little bit. Then I got back to it. And I was like, did you take offense when I said shitty hippie band? And he goes, nah, not really. He's like, everybody's got different styles of music. I was like, yeah, dude, listen. I was like, I'm aware of your band. I was like, I know you guys. Obviously, you're a fucking ripping guitar player. If you can play guitar in one of those kind of bands, those jam bands. So I know you're a really good guitarist. I was like, but that is not my fucking style. I also said before I knew it was him, I was like, are they playing the big one or the small one? And I was like, as soon as I said it, I'm like, never mind. They're not big enough to play the big one. I was like, they're definitely playing the small one, right? And he goes, yeah, the small one. So I'm shitting on his band for being a shitty hippie band. I'm shitting on his band for playing the small venue at Riverbend, not the big venue. Meanwhile, this guy's in a band that's been fucking big for like 30 years in that community. And they're honestly not even a hippie band anymore. A while ago, they turned into more of a pop band.
Yeah.
They got some big top songs, which I didn't even know was their songs until I went back and listened to them after we got out of the car, and I listened to their top 3 songs they have on Spotify, and I went, every single one of them, like, oh, that was a giant...
Which guy was
a giant fucking hit. The Asian fellow at the corner.
This dude?
His name is Richard Ahn. He's a very small guy. He was a super nice guy. You know, obviously he took that in stride, and then we started talking about music. You know, I was asking him what the big jam bands are these days, and, you know, I asked him if... Apparently he's been in the band since he was in 8th grade. The dude's 40.
Really?
Dude's 44 now. I mean, how fucking cool is that? Regardless of what I think of their band, and I listen to them, and their hippie shit's not bad, but their newer pop shit is... Pop shit. It's just not my style.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get into it. But I knew that they're a jam band, so they can go on and on forever. And I kind of asked them about that. I asked them how they became a jam band. I was like, you know, when did you guys start doing that kind of? And he's like, well, listen, we play with the Goo Goo Dolls every single night. He's like, they go out there and they play the same 13 songs every single night the exact same way. He's like, we decided pretty early on that we wanted to have fun at their shows, so let's play every song different every night just to see what we can do. He's like, and then it kind of caught on. I didn't know they were all from Maryland and then moved to Ohio State. They all went to Ohio State, and they started out in Ohio, and they were giant in Ohio before they went national.
Well, yeah.
And now they're big nationally, you know, but they're still opening.
They played in the Little Room?
Yeah, they played at the Pavilion, which actually I think is a better place to go see a concert.
Well, and besides the fact that it's not even the little one anymore, Big Axe played there this year.
Yeah, well, and it's a big
Frampton
size.
played there.
Yeah, it's a decent size. When I say little, it's still a decent amount
Chicago
of people.
played there. Earth, Wind, and Fire played there.
It's like a theater size.
Yeah,
you know,
it's basically the pavilion with no lawn.
Yeah.
Half the pavilion with no
Either way, I shit on this fella, and I am an asshole, and I didn't feel bad, though, because I felt like I was being honest with the guy. I mean, even afterwards, I was like, listen, I went through a very small jam band phase where I was aware of you guys, and I listened to you a little bit, but I was mostly in the dispatch, and I got into a little bit of Fish in that point. You know, but they were a different band at that point. They were more of a jam band. Nowadays, they're not really. They're just pop band, which kind of sucks. If I would have known that their hit songs are all those pop songs, I probably would have ripped on them even more. Thank God I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like hippie jam band, hippie band was a nice compliment compared to what I could say about the new shit.
Now, what if he would have just, when you said, is that shitty hippie band, what if he would have just fucking blew up? Fuck you! Fuck off! Get me out of this fucking car! Would you?
I would have pulled over and told him to get the fuck out of my car. You think I'd give a shit about the guitarist and O.A.R? And I still call him O.A.R. I'm fucking
O.A.R is acceptable.
Of a revolution. That's what it stands for.
Of a revolution?
Well, they're in 8th grade when they named it. You know what I mean? A bunch of fucking 14-year-old turds. Do you think they had any idea what was going on?
Bottom line is you don't get famous without being able to play, so he's probably a decent guitarist.
No, the dude rips on guitar. What are you talking about? You can't be in a jam band as the lead guitarist and not be a really good guitarist. Otherwise, no one would give a fuck about you in the jam band. No one goes and sees the jam band where the guitarist can't play. You don't get popular.
Very true.
You know what I mean? So that guy can fucking play. And he's Asian. You know those Asians, dude? They take to that kind of thing. Like that little fella in Dragon Force.
They're not gifted in the dick area, but they can jam.
That is true.
There are quite a few Asian guitar players, aren't there?
They're mostly going like piano and like
but the Smashing Pumpkins guy, Buck Cherry's got 2 of them.
You got 2 Asians?
I think one looks Mexican, but the other one's definitely Asian.
This guy looked Mexican when I was just picking him up. And Richard. It's just you don't think of Richard as an Asian name.
No. But it could have been one of those things where, this is not racist, where, his real name is Obama, and he says, my name's Mike. They
Mike.
Give themselves American names.
Yeah, well, we know a lot of Asians that do that.
Yeah.
All right, did you say Obama?
Yeah. Probably.
Does that make me gay? All right, so I don't know if you guys have heard about this. Chris didn't hear about this until I told him the other day. And I'm actually very surprised that this didn't come out all over the fucking place. This seems like something people would hop all over for fun. All right?
But is it real, first off?
No, it's 100% real. Okay, so Barack Obama, Barry. He was Barry back when this shit was going on. Barack Obama. He had a book written about him a little while ago and became very popular, that biography of his. Mm-hmm. All right, and in that book, there was a bunch of love letters sent to past girlfriends and stuff in that they put in there and they talked about and stuff like that.
Okay.
Kind of showing who he was. Now, one love letter had, I think, like a paragraph redacted out of it. And they asked the girl why. Why did she was willing to give this letter, but she didn't want to give this paragraph, to this author and everything like that. And she said it spoke about homosexuals, and she just didn't want it in there. No, that was kind of vague, and the author, I guess, didn't really push it.
But she wants it in there now.
Well, kind of, sort of. I don't know if it's her or what, but it somehow got found out.
She got paid.
I don't know. I have no idea. It doesn't say anything about that. It said that the biographer found it.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about her again. So, but then again, the biographer always had access to it. She just told him not to publish that part. So maybe
I got you.
Maybe after pressure, maybe the Times. This was also written a while back. So maybe Times changed it every year where she thinks it's safe now to release something like this.
Okay.
Because in the end, it's weird. All right. In this letter, Obama, as a 1982 was when this was written. I don't know how old he was in 1982. But in this letter, Obama says, in regard to homosexuality, I must say that I believe this is an attempt to remove oneself from the present, a refusal perhaps to perpetuate the endless farce of earthly life. Obama, then 21 years old, wrote in November 1982, you see, I make love to men daily, but in the imagination. I ask you, loyal listeners, when you're making love to men in your imaginations on a daily basis, does that make you gay? Have we had our first homosexual president?
No.
I said sexual.
Yeah, he's not homosexual.
But is he homosexual?
I don't believe you're anything unless you act on it.
He hasn't responded to this since it's been put out. Here's the next line of it, though. My mind is androgynous to a great extent, and I hope to make it more so until I can think of terms of people, not women, as opposed to men. But in returning to the body, I see that I have been made a man, and physically in life, I choose to accept that contingency.
Proud of you.
I know, I really nailed a couple of those words.
Especially except.
I did it on purpose. That androgynous is a hard one for me, too. That's hard for him as anyone. That's a tough word when you say it quick. Androgynous. I ask you, loyal listeners, is this a man that is possibly into fucking dudes and has maybe just never done it? Or is this a fucking guy that is playing to some nerd pussy and he's out there using big words and being all wordy and fucking deep? And he's, in the end, just trying to get himself some puss from whoever he wrote this to.
Well, first of all, Barack Obama's not a bad-looking dude. He was in fucking...
No, not at all.
...law school at Harvard. I don't think he had any problems getting pussy.
And he's a tall fellow. They like the tall fellas.
Yeah, and he
that doesn't matter, though.
He's well-spoken. He's seems like a pretty nice dude and all around. I'd say he didn't have any issues getting pussy. None. I'm going to Harvard Law School.
But he's trying to fuck other people going to Harvard Law School. They're not as impressed with that. He's not fucking the townies, dude. He's out there trying to get that intellectual pussy. And I think that's the thing, is he's really coming off as an intellectual. And he is an intellectual. That guy's smart. That guy's fucking a brilliant dude. Yeah. But, I mean, this is 1982, and he's already talking about he wants to get in the mind frame to not see women and men. He just wants to see people, man.
You're still not gay unless you do it.
Barry was deep. That's all I'm saying. And Barack, I don't know. And then you got to throw in the fact that a lot of people think that his wife is Big Mike. They don't think that's Michelle Obama. They think that's Big Mike out there. And I don't think it is, but I'm just saying.
They have children.
They have children, of course, but, that things can happen. We're talking about the elite. I don't know if you heard about the elite.
I've heard all about it.
All right, no. The elite's up to some shit again, dude. You know what I heard?
What's that?
Those fires in Maui?
Yeah.
The elite, dude, those are lasers. Those weren't just fires. Okay. Those were lasers sent by the elite. I'm talking about you, Obama and Oprah and all you fucking Tom Hanks and fucking Bill Gates.
Why to Hawaii?
Not important. Anyways, what they did is they sent lasers down and they burn up Hawaii. If you noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed, but all those celebrities that have houses down there, those were somehow untouched. Go fucking figure. You think that's a coincidence, dude? No, lasers. Fucking lasers from the elite. All right, so Obama's been up to some shit for years. Back in 1982, he's trying to make men and women are the same thing, just fucking everything. You don't give a shit. He'll fantasize about fucking a dude. Next thing, he's got his dick in a lady. Who knows? And nowadays, he's out on the fucking island using lasers and burning down Hawaii.
Yeah, but he said in his
homeland,
mind,
dude. He's burning down his homeland. Obama, what are you up to?
Yeah, he was born in Hawaii, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
He never showed me a birth certificate,
I've seen nothing,
Barry.
Dude. I'm pretty sure Barry's from Kenya. They're fucking getting us.
Is that where he said he was from? He was somewhere in Africa, right?
I think his dad's from Kenya.
Yeah.
His dad was like a Kenyan guy.
Well, first of all, to answer the question, you're not gay unless you act on it. I think you can think some really fucking weird shit in your fucking head.
I don't know, dude. That's a tough thing. I understand what you're saying. I've never fantasized about fucking a man.
I haven't either.
And mostly because that's not a fantasy of mine.
Yeah.
So why would I choose to fantasize? I'd be like fantasizing about getting my teeth pulled out with nail clippers. It's not, and I do fantasize about that. There's something about taking nail clippers and putting right around your teeth and clipping them off. I can't wait to do that.
That would really hurt.
I'm going to do that to someone at some point in my life. I haven't decided when, where. Watch out. That's in my future, dude.
That would really hurt.
Yeah, I love to do that.
Tooth pain's the worst.
Yeah. Oh, man, just snapping the nerves.
Yeah.
Every time I see them, I keep them out in the garage in case I ever want to do this. If someone comes over and they act up and I got to tie them up and clip their fucking teeth off. Could you imagine?
No. And Barry, you're not gay. Not to me.
Barry, you're not gay. I don't know.
And
unless Big Mike is actually Big Mike.
Are there seriously some fucking conspiracy theorists that say it's lasers?
Oh yeah. No, that's a thing. That's a new thing. I've heard the elite doing it, and now I've heard also China. It's one of the two. This other guy went on and on and on about how China had a spy balloon, and they were coursing this out and trying to figure out
2 or 3 spy balloons.
Yeah, they were going to figure out how they were going to burn it, and then they could hide it and say they were looking for pollution in Hawaii, but really they were looking where they were going to laser.
Well, something else.
And then they put these pictures up, and the pictures are even better. They're proof. The proof.
Yeah.
One of the proofs was, it looks like a laser coming out of the sky and starting the big fire. But what it was an actual controlled burn that happened in Ohio like 5 years ago, and the flash caught, the the fire's flare, like the lens flare is what they call it, a lens flare, where it made it look like it was shooting off in the air, but it really was just the fire in the lens.
Yeah.
And it was from people. There's some kind of a news station told everybody to send their pictures in, and somebody sent that picture in, and it looked real cool, so they put it on the news. And now these same fucking crazy people are taking that picture and going, look, they're doing it to Hawaii. The other one is literally a launch from SpaceX. It's a rocket launch, but they're trying to say it's a laser beam coming down. These people are cool, dude. And they're out there just coming up with cool conspiracies, and I wish them well. You know, I wish they keep on coming up because it's amusing to me.
If we have lasers,
I do feel sorry for anyone that family died in Hawaii, and you got these dipshits out there blaming Bill Gates on a laser.
But if we truly had lasers, they could basically you could point down and just torch everything in its path.
Yeah.
That's better than the nuclear bomb, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Russia, don't fuck with us because we'll laser the shit out of you.
That's probably what we should do from now on.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah. I turned the thing down big time, but that's because it was way too loud. And I know it sounds right to us in our head right now, but when we go back to edit this, it won't sound right. So I was trying to fix it.
Well, conspiracy. If it was truly all you conspiracy theorists out there, why would they go after Hawaii? It's not like that's a big, government hub where decisions.
I don't know. I mean, why Japan go after Hawaii? Sometimes it's just an easy target. I mean, if you're China, that's the closest spot out. Well, no, not China. China, I guess, is closer to the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the map,
and
dude.
Supposedly China just, I don't know. China's up to some weird shit.
Bottom line is Barack is probably not gay, in your opinion.
I don't think he's gay at all.
All right.
I don't think it's gay unless you
I do think it's weird. My end thought to that was Barack was trying to get some intellectual pussy. He was out there just fucking spewing some shit that they want to hear. Guys, take that angle. That's a total angle. The intellect, and they are intellectuals, so it's not a complete lie. But I mean, what he's saying there is just some shit you want to get some fucking feminist wet with.
I just don't think Barry ever in his whole life had problems getting pussy.
It's not about having problems. Even if you have problems or not, you're still going to romance a lady, and that's all he's trying to do. I mean, you might be able to get her, and now you got her, and now you want to make sure that pussy stays wet.
But at the same time, that's a pretty big risk to take if you're trying to romance a woman by telling her you want dick.
You don't know that girl.
No, but she might go, you want dick? What the fuck am I doing?
No, that girl might mean, he said in regards to homosexuality. So that means they were probably already talking about it. And maybe she is a big, very pro-gay person. And he's out there trying to get that. He's trying to get that pro-gay puss, dude. I mean, there's plenty of straight. My wife's one of them straight, but she loves the gays.
I'd have said other stuff.
Well, yeah, you're kind of a different person than Barack Obama, dude.
Well, I mean, same intellect.
Yeah, you're just as smart, with different skin color. That's all it is. You're like the white berry.
Call me that.
Yeah, from now on, you're white berry, Ebony Berry, or no, not
that'll
Ebony.
Be my fantasy
Ivory berry.
Actually, no, it's going to be bull for hire. Barry, you're safe. You're not gay.
Yeah, good for you, Barry.
You know what? If you're sitting around, honestly, making a joke, hey, that guy rubs peanut butter on his balls and his dog licks it off. For a split second, you think to yourself, wonder what that would feel like. I'm not into bestiality.
But you've thought about it.
I thought, if we're talking about it, hey, I wonder what it feels like.
You're right.
Cat's got a pretty scratchy
every day,
tongue.
Every day.
No.
I mean, he said he's out there thinking about dudes fucking dudes every day.
And calling himself androgynous.
And he said make love, didn't he?
He said make love.
Making love's worse than fucking.
Much worse.
That's so gay.
I would, honestly, I told you. I'd rather watch two guys fuck than two guys kissing.
I could even argue in certain situations that you can fuck a dude and be straight. But
prison?
That's the main situation. Yes, life in prison, two guys only on an island, something like that. But as soon as you're making love to a dude, you're no longer can claim straight ever again.
No. If you actually do make love to a dude.
Yeah, when you're making love, that's no. It's just there's no exceptions.
And unless you're in prison, don't fuck him either because you'll be labeled there too.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. There's some power situations, your boss wants to let you know you're not getting a raise and you're getting fucked in the ass. There's some dynamics there that you have to explore.
No.
Yeah, like when Putin goes to a foreign country and like goes to Yugoslavia or some shit like that and he just fucks their guy, just fucks their president in the ass. Just let him know that I run shit around this area. It's not gay at that point. Now he's just showing dominance. It's kind of a prison situation outside of prison. It only happens in politics, especially Russian politics. I know all about it.
I've got bad things chasing through my head right now that I want out.
What?
I want out.
Where?
I want him out of my head.
What, about Putin fucking Yugoslavian presidents?
It's like, you can talk about guys in prison fucking him, but I keep going back to I make love to men.
Oh, Obama, yeah, dude. Barry might. I don't know, dude. That's awfully suspect. That's all I'm saying. Aren't you surprised though that the right hasn't just fucking dilly-dallied all over this shit?
Well, yeah, but I can just see that then the left would go, hey, Bush did the same thing. He saw some guy, here's a video of Bush telling some guy, fuck you. It's the same thing. Fuck you, man.
I don't get that one. But either way, I think you're wrong.
No, there's no way he's gay. He didn't act on it.
No, I didn't say he was gay. I'm just saying it's a weird thing. Well, it all depends on Big Mike, too. We can't pass that up.
Big Mike's a woman. She's bore children.
Big Mike. So fucking stupid.
She's had children.
I know, these idiots. They think laser beams are shooting Hawaii. They think fucking Michelle Obama's a dude. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen any pictures of her pregnant. I've never seen any pictures of your mom pregnant, dude. Like, go fuck yourself. Who cares?
Yeah, but I could probably come up with one.
Could you?
Yeah,
my mom?
No, anyone's mom. You can come up with one of your mom. Your mom's got a picture of herself pregnant somewhere.
Maybe
in a
my
book.
mom. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't Barry a poor Hawaiian though?
Yeah, he was.
She's hiding this Nigerian baby. Or no, never mind. That's Obama. I'm thinking about his mom. I'm thinking, her, Michelle. I don't know. Yeah, there should be a picture.
And I guarantee there's.
That's a weird thing though. When you really think about it, I do not think Michelle Obama's a dude. Let's put that out there. I don't like it. In fact, I find her kind of attractive. I'd throw her one.
She is attractive.
Yeah, I'd throw her one. All right.
She does have big hands though.
That's fine. I like a big hand. Makes my dick look cool.
No, a little hand makes your dick look cool.
No, I think little's
cool. A big
cool.
hand hides your dick.
I think little's cool.
A big hand hides your dick.
Dude, I think little's cool in my community. Little's cool. Anyways, Big Mike is definitely a woman, and but it is weird that there's no pregnancy pictures. I would think, because that's always been the go-to for all these conspiracy theories. They always throw that one out. And I think if I was Michelle and I was out there, I would throw the pregnancy picture up if I had one.
I'm going to find one.
I would throw it up, just to say. Or by doing that, are you just giving them credence? Are you showing that they even exist? Are you better off not even acting like they even exist? What do you say? Would you rather just ignore the noise? Or would you rather... That looks like Michelle Obama pregnant, dude. I don't know.
But it looks like Michelle Obama pregnant today.
Yeah, that does look like Michelle pregnant today. So
she doesn't look like a young woman there.
No. But how old's her youngest kid? She don't have two adults.
No, her youngest... Yeah, I think the youngest one's a teenager.
All right, let's move on from Big Mike. No one cares. Some people care, but we really don't want to... Again, that looks like now.
It does.
I think that's Photoshop. I think that's like a part of the joke.
Actually, yeah, I think they used Gary Coleman's face.
I don't care. Obama, he likes pussy still, and Big Mike has one. So let's just move on.
He fucks women. He makes love to men.
That's true.
I think, honestly, if there was a gun to my head right now, I would blow you before I would kiss you. With tongue, like passionate kissing. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't feel your beard on my face. I just couldn't fucking do it.
That's such a tough fucking thing. I'm going to fucking...
No, I'm blowing you first. I couldn't kiss a dude. I can't.
You're going to have to blow a softie, dude. I ain't getting no boner with you.
And if I kissed you, I'd never get a boner again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Would you get one after sucking on my softie
for
15 minutes?
I would want it to be done real fast.
Oh, God.
Ugh!
Like the world's worst Laffy Taffy, dude. It's going to be horrible.
Soft dicks can come, though.
Believe me, I've heard. I know people.
Do you have a soft dick that comes? Hairy guy?
Hairy guy. Hairy guy don't come
Actually,
with women around.
I think Harry wakes up with a hard on, and I think that thing is tucked up under the fucking waistband 23 hours a day.
He's got a permanent hard on?
I think he's got a boner all the time. If you never got laid, wouldn't you have a boner?
You think that's why he has bad eyesight and his glasses are so thick? Because all the blood is rushing to his dick 24 hours a day and he doesn't have any in his eyes?
I think what I'm really wondering right now is that Rocky-style Band-Aid going across the bridge of his nose.
Yeah, what's going on there?
It's been there for like weeks.
Yeah, what's he up to, dude?
Did you cut it with a machete?
Did you slip on some spaghetti?
Okay, you don't look like a boxer. Take the fucking Band-Aid off. I guarantee it's healed over.
Is he trying to make people think he trains?
Well, yeah.
He was talking about training jiu-jitsu recently.
The other day, he got into it with Aisha.
Uh-oh. Don't fight her, dude. She's dangerous.
We were laughing at him for taking a scooter from the garage.
As we should.
And he said... I don't want to get my heart rate up. I'm trying to gain weight right now. And I said, wait a second. Because I'm training for a marathon. I said, yeah, but
how much does his heart rate get up by walking to the door?
Skinny people run marathons.
Yeah.
The fucking Kenyan dude that wins every year looks like an X-ray. You know what I mean? And he's talking about he wants to bulk up.
You know, I hear all your dumb jokes all the time. That's the first time I've heard that one. I like it.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
But he's talking about, you know, how he's been working out so hard to bulk up and gain this weight. That's why he doesn't want to burn any of it off. And Aisha made some good joke to it, and he actually got this. I never laughed harder. He went, all right, then, let's go work out.
Let's go. We'll show them.
Like, see if you can hang with me. Let's go work out. And I was like, Tool, you're fucking making an idiot out of yourself. All right, then, Aisha, let's go work out, you 40-year-old, 125-pound woman. Let's go do it and see who's tougher.
She's 42. Don't let her off the hook.
All right, then.
Maybe 41. I'm
Let's
not sure.
go work out, then.
Work out? He's just trying to get like a cheap date, dude. She ain't going to be interested in you.
Let's work out, then.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do it? We'll work out.
Dude, you're 42 years too young for her.
Yeah. I love hairy guy, but God, sometimes he's so easy to push buttons.
All
right, then. Work it out.
You got anything else we get to before the prices are made?
Nope.
All right, let's name some prices. I wonder if this works yet.
I think it's broke.
Yeah, but I don't know how to work the F keys. I got a new keyboard, and I just don't know how to work it. That's the problem.
Maybe you see that, you guys? We get new stuff all the time to make the show better.
I figured it out. Smart guy. All right, guys. I fucking figured it out. Over here just looking at things going, oh, that button makes sense. Let's press that, then that, and then it works. Fuck yeah, I'm smart as shit.
All right, you and me are getting in a car.
Where are we going?
We're going to drive around the downtown area.
All right.
And you are going to go down on and fuck the
Ooh.
5th homeless woman we come across. You don't know what she looks like. This could be a fucking hot girl that just got homeless
You might have
yesterday.
to drive for a while, dude. You don't see many homeless ladies.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I see a couple, but...
Yeah, you're gonna fuck and lick the 5th... Lick.
Ugh.
You're going to lick and fuck the 5th homeless woman we come across. But you don't know what she looks like. Name your price.
Oh, dude.
Really homeless.
Yeah, $12.99.
$12.99?
Yeah, dude, I really want that spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's today. That's how much the value meals. They've gone up.
Way up.
Yeah, $12.99.
That's all you're charging?
No, fuck that, ew. No, we're going to get some money.
And you're fucking bareback, too.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, the fucking part is disgusting, obviously. But going down on a homeless woman?
Yeah.
I mean, because
Hey, but there's a lot of fucking shelters in this town with showers. They could have taken one today.
The kind of women that are like typically homeless,
meth heads,
aren't the kind of girls that when they get close to a shower are going to use it properly. You know
I guarantee they're not cleaning their cooch.
The most of the one is laying down or sitting down in the water and crying about their horrible lives. They're definitely not cleaning their pussies out. Fuck. I gotta eat out fucking homeless lady.
The 5th homeless woman.
The 5th, just a random homeless.
Yeah.
Now, the good news is I'm not really into fat bitches, and a lot of homeless bitches aren't fat because they don't get to eat much. So they're typically skinny girls. Good all right? I'm looking on the bright side over here. Don't have to fucking eat out of fatty. I don't need that kind of...
You're a half-full guy.
Yeah, I'm a half-full guy. Because, you know, the fact that they're dirty and they haven't fucking showered and they got cheese pussy, like, that's all a bad thing. But when you add fat to that, it's going to put it over the fucking line. You don't want Lizzo homeless. You know, Lizzo homeless.
But remember, you're putting them in your car and doing it there. You're not spending the weekend at a fucking hotel or a shelter. You're just going to lick them and fuck them.
Staying at their place?
For a half hour. Yeah.
Lick them and fuck them for a half hour. 46,000.
46,000?
Yes, dude.
I'm going 10 grand.
10 grand? Jesus Christ, dude. All right.
Dude, this is something that's going to be over in a half an hour.
Who's starting to GoFundMe? Who's starting to GoFundMe?
Hey, you give me 10 grand, I'll let you pick the homeless bitch.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Does she have to be homeless?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because
I just pick the bitch. And
we know some girls that I'd rather fuck homeless.
Yeah, well, at least take your chances.
Yeah.
With the 5th. You never know. The 5th one could be decent. She could be a recently, beaten woman or something. She's just ended up in the street because her husband used to beat her
Lost
and
her
stuff
job,
like
husband
that.
left her.
It never had a
And
job.
she won't be homeless long.
But she just happens to be homeless that night.
Yeah, that's why it was the fifth.
Yeah, you might get lucky.
10 grand.
You might get lucky. You might end up having a good fucking time. But chances are
you want to start a GoFundMe? I'm down.
Yeah, the chances are you're going to walk out of this situation with a lot of extra bumps on your tongue that you didn't have going into. And that's just nothing I want to get involved with.
I don't think it's safe to say that all homeless people have venereal diseases.
You're going to have lumpy lips, dude. That's all there is to it. And you're going to have lumpy lips for life because they can't cure that.
I'm licking right on the bean. I'm not going down near the hole.
No, full service.
Go down on. I go to the bean.
Full service, dude. Just
you
like
lick the clit. That's what you do.
You lick other parts.
You do.
But yeah.
I don't want to.
No, you don't got a choice, dude. You got to give her full service.
All right, she's getting full service.
You got to treat her. You got to treat her like you do every other woman. You might have to lick her butthole.
That wasn't part of it. I didn't say it because I made this up. I didn't.
Okay, well, if I had to lick a butthole, my price is still $47,000. Where are you at?
To add the butthole?
Add the butthole.
$15,000.
$5,000.
Add $5,000.
That's a $5,000 surcharge for you.
Now, granted, I could easily end up with hepatitis there. Butthole gives hepatitis.
There's going to be open sores in your future. All right, there's no way you're getting out of this. You're going to have an open sore or two. You might have to see a doctor. You might have to get a shot. You might have some lifelong prescriptions that you have to go to the pharmacy for. All
10 grand, no butthole. 15 grand with butthole.
That's why I'm going a lot stronger. I'm going 46,000 because this is a lifetime event. I mean, you think this is just a half hour of your life. It's not, dude. That's homeless gash. All right, that homeless gash carries with it so much. All right,
but you don't know. You're assuming that homeless pussy is dirty.
There's history of pussy abuse, everything abuse usually. It just doesn't work out well. I don't meet many homeless women that have their shit together. And when I mean their shit, I mean their pussy.
See, I think the only thing that I'm going to deal with is not being able to get the smell away. It's going to stink.
This bit was brought to you by Bud Light.
10 grand.
Kid Rock said it's cool now, dudes.
Yeah, I'm going 10 grand, 15 with
Freedom.
butthole.
Ooh.
I'm sticking to the price. So if you guys want to go fund me, I'll even let you watch.
Oh, lucky you.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Did I nail it?
You nailed it.
Fuck you!
You nailed it.
Hey, Chuckles is out there. Adam Nuri, our fucking superstar musician that makes all of our songs, is in the process of making 3 new songs, and one of them is going to force us to finally commit to a bit, which I won't admit until after we actually do it. But
okay.
I'm looking forward to it. We got some new songs coming up for some new bits. We got Judge Hudson's song coming.
Oh,
so
nice.
we're going to get that bit together. I will
just
commit
need to get
that one.
our docket together.
Yeah, we got to get our dockets together, come up with a good case, maybe have another guest on to present their argument, something of that nature. And we also got I'm a Dumbass, the segment that I brought to you last week, which we didn't do this week because I'm waiting on the song at this point.
Okay.
And a third one, which is maybe our greatest bit ever. We just got a couple moving parts we got to get together, and we'll talk about that more in the future. But until then, fuck you. You got anybody? Should I go first?
Fuck you? You go first.
Fuck you, Richard On. Guitarist for O.A.R. What is that right? O.A.R. Fuck you, dude. Hey, man. I know I told you your band sucked. That's fine. I drive Uber. I obviously don't have a lot of money. You got a decent stack or two going on. All right. You've been in a popular band for 30 fucking years. All right. You're playing these big festivals. He told me that they sold out Madison Square Garden, dude. He sold out Madison Square Garden. You know what he didn't do? He didn't fucking tip me. That's right. Fuck you, buddy. I hope your band dies in a plane crash.
Wow. Do you really hope they
No,
die
I don't.
in a plane
Dude, that
crash?
was awfully aggressive.
I
do not wish that your...
I mean, if they were to die in a plane
I wish
crash
everything
tonight,
goes well for you, but still fuck you for not tipping me.
If they died in a plane crash tonight, would you feel a least bit responsible?
No, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in any of that shit. Things just happen. Shut the fuck up.
How about karma?
I don't believe in karma. Although sometimes, I shed a lot of blood the other day, and I was starting to think maybe it's getting back to me. Anyhow.
No, I made love to you while you were sleeping.
God damn it, not again. Tricked again. I knew not to take 3 of those pills. I should have stopped at 2.
Yeah, 2, for sure.
Anyhow, yeah, fuck you there, Richard On. You can't throw me a 5, bud. I had 8 rides that day. 7 of them tipped. You know who didn't? The fucking millionaire. All right,
Yeah.
the millionaire didn't tip me. Not even threw me $5. I understand. I said your band was shitty, but I thought we had a decent discussion after that. I thought we came down to the end where.
But
you
it probably sounded like an ass-kissing discussion. Like,
no,
I didn't
dude,
mean
you
it.
know me.
I was talking about someone else.
No. You know me. I told him that I was never into his band, and I listened to him a few times, but it wasn't my style. I was like,
But
dude,
you got a rip.
I was like, dude, I did say that, but
Yeah.
that's an honest thing. Like when I'm
Yeah.
talking to a jam band guy, I went right to guitars because he told me he was a guitarist, and I know to be in that kind of band, you do have to fucking rip at your guitar. But
Yeah, you do.
you also got to fucking tip your Uber driver, you fucking cunt.
Now, where'd you pick him up, and how far did you drive him?
I picked him up at the Mount Washington Kroger, and I drove him to Riverbend. Not very far at all. In fact, I drove a lot further to pick him up than I did to drive him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I forget where I was coming from, but where was I? I was coming from Nathan's house over in Stonegate, if you guys want to go stalk him. He's in those apartments over in Anderson.
Okay.
I was not coming from his house, but I dropped someone off there and then went and picked him up at Mount Washington Kroger's, which is maybe a 4 or 5 mile ride, and then took him down to Riverbend, which is like 2 miles. So I drove much more to pick him up than I did to his actual place. Either way, the ride I think I got paid was $9, which isn't a crazy amount of money at all for that ride. I don't know what he paid. He paid probably maybe 15, 16, and he couldn't tip, dude. He didn't tip.
you anything.
Nothing.
What rating did
Nothing.
he give you?
I don't know. They don't tell you which rating people make. I don't get bad ratings, so he didn't give me a bad one, but
I'd have given you a bad one if I was in a band and you said my band sucked.
I would
I'd
have
have given you 1
you know,
star.
and if he would have put 1 star, he said my band sucked, that would have been hilarious. You know,
I
because they
just
leave the
put
comments.
1 star. He kept farting all the time.
Well, I haven't had a 1 star in like a year or two, so it definitely wasn't that. But
Harry guy is this close to a $2,200 bonus.
that's because he's driving like a maniac.
He needs 21 rides between today and tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, he's out there driving like an immigrant.
Yeah.
Just taking all those fucking rides, and he's a retarded person because
You know what
listen,
he's not doing?
I understand.
Getting laid.
I understand why. Like me, like we make more money in our regular job than I do at my side job. All right, I deal some dice. I make more money than I do when I'm driving Uber.
Yeah.
But there's a certain amount of freedom to Uber that I do enjoy. So I will take EOs sometimes, which is an early out for you guys and not in the business. And I leave early and I go drive Uber and make less money to do that. I understand. But what I won't do is try to work the least amount of hours at the place I work the most at and the most amount of hours at the place I make the least at, which is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ridiculous.
It is.
So enjoy your bonus, but you're still making a bad financial decision. And pretty much everything you do is a bad decision.
Yeah, but he's making money along that way, too, plus the 2,100.
No, I get you. And he's just doing that. They're not going to offer that bonus again, probably. That's a initial bonus.
Yeah, that's a, hey, welcome
But-
to the drive.
So, yeah, I go get it. I've had plenty of good bonuses over the years with Uber. I do understand chasing the bonuses. But can I just shit on Harry Guy without you saying that he's doing something good?
Sure, please do.
All right. Yeah, fuck
Please
you, Harry
do.
Guy. But anyways, what's your fuck you? My fuck you wasn't to you. My fuck you was to Richard on. Learn to tip, you cunt.
Wow, I just can't believe he didn't tip even
Nothing,
like a couple
dude.
of bucks.
Honestly.
Because when you hit the end, it tells you, it asks you right there.
Honestly,
you want a tip.
I got $1 tip, and I seen it, and I was like, that better not be him, because I was more mad at that.
Oh, yeah.
If the motherfucker's a millionaire and he's out there tipping me $1, I'd rather he not tip than tip me $1. But the $1 was to a guy I drove previously from fucking his house to a gas station. He was a gas station attendant. So the gas station attendant's out there tipping. All right? You, on the other hand, with your fucking sold-out show at Madison Square Garden, can't tip your Uber driver.
I get it.
You know?
I got to fuck you.
Hey, and I don't want to get stereotypical, but I did say he was Asian.
You know how about 2-3 months ago, I got skimmed. I stuck my card in a gas pump, and they skimmed it.
That's a West Side thing, dude.
Yeah, and they skimmed it and got the number and tried to buy all this stuff. So lately, I've been going in to pay. I use my credit card still, but I go in and say, give me $40, whatever, on this
Oh,
pump.
man.
Fuck you to the Ameristop in Peach Grove on Springdale Road.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say who owns it. That's not what it's about. I go in, I'm bone dry. Costs $40 to fill my tank up. I'd like $40, please. 1, 2, 3,
It's just the pump.
4. That's how fast the pump was. 5.
That's pretty fast. You're going pretty quick, but I understand
Not
what you're saying.
dollars. Cents.
Oh, cents.
It took me 11 minutes to put $40 worth of gas in my car. 11 minutes.
Oh, shit.
8, 9, 10. It was going that fucking slow.
It's because it's that. What, did it do it the whole time or just
the whole fucking time? Not the end.
Yeah, typically when you pay ahead, it does that at the end. Like that last 30 cents takes forever for whatever reason.
No, this was the first fucking penny. And I went in, I left it on, and I went and said, why is this fucking pump so slow? And she said, it's low on gas.
And I feel like I don't need that. I am great at stopping on the dime.
Here's the problem, though. I go in and say, fucking cancel it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really out of gas.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And it takes 5-6 days for them to free it off of my fucking credit card again.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat there for 11 minutes. 9, 10, 11. And I kept squeezing it, and I let go, squeeze it again. Fuck you, Ameristop. I won't shit in your toilet.
I'll still shit in the toilet if it's
clean. I won't.
Well, the problem is you live on the west side, and you fucking scoundrels never have any bathrooms that are open that you can go in. Everywhere you go over there, like,
yeah, because we don't want any visiting East Siders pooping in our toilets.
No, because all you fucking losers are shooting heroin and dying in the bathrooms on the west side. They can't fucking leave them open without having to pull a carcass out every 20 minutes. It becomes a giant pain in the ass. Over on the east side, we stick to our meth, man. You can get a quick snoot in and you get the fuck out of there. Maybe pee on the seat if you're feeling good. But outside of that,
cousin.
I can go in and pee on the pee. I have no problem with that. I'm not shitting in those bathrooms. Don't get me wrong. Shit time, okay, I'm going home. But peeing, I've been taking to just peeing on the side of the roads. Though I'm getting fucking chancy out there.
Or your pants. You do that.
I did that once.
Yeah.
I don't plan on doing that again.
Pants
but it could happen. All right, I guess that's the show, guys.
It is. Next week, we'll be doing it on a different day. It won't affect you.
No. We'll probably still release it on Monday.
Harry Guy says, I'll be there.
No one cares, Harry Guy. But thanks. You're in our fantasy football league. You're going to have fun.
Thanks for the donation.
We're going to pick on you. Him and Evo are great additions to our fantasy league. And I know most of you have no fucking clue what we're talking about.
But, you stupid motherfucker. You don't take him.
And I do want to get Evo on the show just so he can call me fat. Over and over again. He was telling you that yesterday. He went hard at you yesterday. I enjoyed it. I don't know. Did you not even pick up on it?
Oh, when
we were giving him shit, and
he said, I look like this instead of like that?
No, he goes, this, bro. He brought a microwave meal in, and he was eating it, and it was just like broccoli, some beef, and some rice, I guess.
Yeah.
And, he shows it to me. I asked him if it was a pre-made. Yeah, bro. He's like, this has the exact amount of carbs you can have, the amount of complex carbs, the amount of, he goes on and on nutrition. And then you started giving him shit about it. You're like, complex carbs are still carbs. And he just looks at you. Hey, bro, it's because I want to look like this, bro. I don't want to look like you big pile of shit. Why would I want to look like pile of shit? I look like this, bro. I like this. I go down like this. You like this.
Just a month ago, Evo was chubby.
Well, he was getting regular puss, I think. I think that's the problem. Yeah. I think Evo gets a little lax. And the problem is he probably still eats the...
Yeah, but the difference is you're still Russian.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? You can look great. When it comes pussy time, you're still Russian.
Yeah. I mean, as Kid Rock, the great American patriot, says...
Sputnik bastard.
If you're a foreigner, you fucking suck in the end.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now. Subscribe and share. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.